Hello, my name is Nate Wessels. I am the developer for the Rested Gardens Cemetery software. And for this tutorial video, I will be showing you how to add interred records for your cemetery. Now, to get started, you're going to want to make sure that you are logged into your cemetery administrative account. And then you're going to want to make sure you're within your cemetery interactive digital map. All right, and then next steps here. So firstly, you're going to want to find the plot that you're going to add the interred record for. Two ways to do this. One way is to search by the plot ID here up at the search bar. Another way is to, if there's already someone interred in that plot, you can search their name and then click on their name, and then the map will navigate to that plot for you, and then you're just going to click on the plot. Okay, another way is to just go on the map, zoom in, find the plot that you want to update, and then click on it. For today's tutorial video, I will be using example data from Visitation Cemetery, which is located in Verport, Oregon. They were the ones who pioneered the software and worked with me for years to get this going. For this video, I'm going to also be using a plot that is currently located here on the left. If the plot that you're wanting to update doesn't exist, there's going to be other tutorial videos on how to create new plots and how to create new zones, which the links will appear here on the screen. Okay, I'm going to click on an open plot here and right here. On the right side of your screen, a menu will appear with plot information. There'll also be another video explaining what all this is, so click on that if you're curious. But for this video, I'm just going to click on Right to Interment. And this information screen is going to appear. Since we're adding a new interred record, all the information is going to be blank. So starting from scratch. If you're updating records, which is also another video, which the link will be here right now. But if you're updating records, all the information that you've was already put in will be here, and you can edit whatever needed to be. Okay, but when I am adding interred records for a cemetery, I typically go by column. So this is column 1 right here, and this is column 2. I'm going to start on the leftmost column and then work my way down on the screen. And then when I'm ready to add the stuff on the second column, I'll come back up to the screen and then go down. Okay, starting at info. We got the current status. We got alive or deceased. Okay, when you've selected alive, none of the information will appear public to like anyone on the public who has access to the internet. They won't be able to search this person's name. They won't be able to see it on the map. None of the files will be publicly accessible. But as soon as you click deceased, they get their own page. They're visible on the map. Their public files are visible. So keep that in mind. Okay, next fields here are zone and plot ID. Just make sure that the plot you clicked on is accurate here. Gender, this is a required field, so you're going to want to select male, female, unknown. If I click male, you're going to get first name, middle name, last name. Female, you're going to get first name, middle name, last name, and maiden name. Okay, for this video, I'm just going to say John Smith. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the next section. So you got media, photos, videos, and files. Two parts to this. You got public media, so any like media that's available to anyone who has internet, so like photos, videos, audio files. Each file is limited to 15 megabits. We do our best to make sure that any of the files you do upload are compressed for the web, so that like when someone goes on to the website, it doesn't take forever to load because the file is so large. We compress it. We always keep the original, but what we do is we compress the video or the file, and that's what they see online, but you can see the originals. For private media, anything you want to include for this interred record or this individual that you do not want the public to see. Accepts every file type, limit of 15 megabits. Okay, I'm going to go down to the next section here. So details about this individual. So like when they were born, where they were born at, when they died, and when they were buried and how they were buried. Another thing to notice here is some of these fields have this lock icon on the right. That just signifies to you that no one in the public can view this. Only people who are logged in for your cemetery, who have the cemetery access, can view this field. Okay, so I'm going to start a birth date. If you know the date of birth or the year of birth, you can put either of those here. If you know the birth location, put that there. Same with the death, age of death, death location, death certificate number. These two fields are only accessible to you and anyone who's logged in. Okay, burial, got the burial type. So this is another required field. So standard, cremains, deep, etc., and also unknown. So if you know what how they were buried, just indicate it here. But if you have no idea, you do need to select unknown. Okay, next step, date of burial. Often it's different than the date of death. So indicate that here if you know what it is, and then the burial officiant, so who was in charge of making sure the burial actually happened. Okay, and then private remarks, anything you want any people within your cemetery to know in the future, and it's only accessible to anyone who's logged in and has that authorization for your cemetery. Okay, so that's the end of this column. I'm going to scroll back to the top of the page and go to the second column. So we got history. So we got veterans and we got obituary. So we can indicate, is this individual a veteran or not? If you selected is veteran, then you can see like all the veteran types, Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps. And then here you can put any like information you want people to know about stuff they did as a veteran. So I'm just going to select is not a veteran for this example. And then here for obituary, this is a rich text editor, so you can space it out. You can put as many like line spacing. You can put whatever font style you want. Can't put images or videos into the obituary, so do keep that in mind. But if you do want a video to appear on the screen, you're just going to want to put it in the public media section right here. Okay, going down to the contact section. This is useful if you want to keep contact information for next of kin, just in case something happens that you need to contact them in the future for. And then family friend memories. So that's useful for if a family or friend wants to add a memory. The public will see the name, the date, and the memory that the individual submits, but they won't see any of the contact information for this person. Mortuary details just tells the public, hey, this is the mortuary that that was used for this burial and for the funeral. If you include the website address here, it will just connect the search engine optimization to indicate to the search engines like Google and Bing that, hey, this is the website that is in charge of, or not in charge of, but more just connected to this individual. And then exporting options. So this is useful if you want to export like any PDF information, like if you want to print out a document. You can create a Word doc, put in the fields that you want it to generate, and then whenever you want to like download the document, you just click on there and it'll download it, and then you can open it up. You can put whatever documents you want on there. That is in a separate video, which I'll have linked up here on the screen. So if you want to learn how to do that, that's there. Okay, so then when you're ready to submit, you're just going to click on the submit button. Depending on how many new files you've added, it could take a moment. If there's a lot of videos and files, there'll be a loading indicator here telling you like what progress those videos are at. And then once it's complete, it'll exit this page, and then it will go back to the map, and then there'll be a new entered record here on this plot. Okay, that concludes this tutorial video. If you want to view any of the other videos here, go ahead. Thank you very much.